Well, IoT definitely will become ubiquitous.
Mhm.
It's going to be cheaper to provide. And since it's wireless, ididikit mo lang, andar na siya kagad. So people will not know that there's lots of IoT installations already.
Hello, everyone, and good day. My name is Rich Cruz, and welcome to the Season 19, Episode 9 of The Leader's Edge. With over 45 years in IT, electronics, and communication, he has seen technologies evolve, and he's still as passionate as ever about driving digital transformation, especially through IoT or Internet of Things. He believes IoT has the power to reshape industries. That's why he dedicated himself to championing its potential, helping enterprises, government agencies, and organizations unlock efficiencies, achieve excellence, and uncover new growth opportunities. Everyone, let's welcome Charlie Fernando. Hi, Charlie. Thank you for joining us today and welcome to the show.
Hi, hi, Rich, and thank you for making me part of your YouTube channel. Ano ba? YouTube podcast?
Yeah,
Ano ba yan?
it's a YouTube channel
Everything.
called The Leader's Edge.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
And
Mhm.
it's a pleasure to have you in the show. So in this episode, we'll be talking about Internet of Things and how we can
Mhm.
leverage on this um or through energy savings. But before we go into deep dive into this topic, let's get to know more about Charlie. Charlie, would you like to give us a brief overview about your career journey? What initially drew you to the field of IoT, ECE, or electronics and communication? So, how does your career look like?
Okay, ganito yan. Bigyan kita ng magandang background. Ah, babaero ang lolo ko.
Okay.
Okay? Babaero din yung tatay ko. Babaero din yung kapatid ng lolo ko. And who are these people? These are lawyers and doctors. So sabi ko, teka muna. At a very, very young age, sabi ko, ano mangyayari sa akin? So parang I've seen the drama, ng mga away-away ng family because of babaero sila. Anyway, so sabi ko, ah, babaero, doktor equals babaero, uh, lawyer equals babaero. Now, early on, I was brought to Don Bosco for my education. And a few months later, there's a technology exhibit in Don Bosco every January, and I saw a big robot, some sparks flying. So sabi ko, technology, mukhang exciting. Hindi babaero connected. Well, in my young mind. So sabi ko, I want to be an electrical engineer. So that was how it started. Tapos, my lola, when we were young, brought battery-operated toys.
Mm-mm.
Eh, siranik ko ako. Pag nasisira yung mga toys, binubuksan ko. Or maski na hindi sira, binubuksan ko to see what's inside. And from there, I think I was able to develop the hobby. And that was in grade school. High school, Don Bosco, electronics technology. College, ganun pa rin. My work, uh, I was working for 25 years. Electronics and IT and communication. So from there, from the very start, my life has been technology,
Mm-mm.
non-babaero, career. uh, so from there, then I put up the business. Siyempre, technology pa rin. So that's how my life brought me to something that's high-tech. Yun. Yan. Quick history, the buhay.
And started with
Yun.
babaero, with the word babaero. And I hope hindi naman naging babaero when you take IT, no? Okay,
Yan.
okay. Anyway.
So,
So we're talking about Internet of Things. What is this
Mm-mm.
for the benefits of our audience who don't understand what IoT
Mm-mm.
means? What is
Okay,
IoT?
sige. Very simple. Ang IoT kasi, so if you have a smartwatch, the
Mm-hmm.
smartwatch will give you your heart rate. Tapos, pag nadapa ka, the smartwatch can be programmed to call emergency number or emergency numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it provides you with blood pressure, oxygen levels, and daming ginagawa. So, it's a very simple Internet of Things application. Now, put it at for household use. Pagpasok ko sa bahay, my door opens because my phone is connected to the lock.
Yeah.
It's another IoT application. But let's put it to industry use. Uh, just imagine going to a mall with red lights and green lights to tell you whether a parking space is available or not. It's not really IoT, but take a look at the sensor and the lights. And you see, besides the sensor and the lights, you see lots of pipes going around the parking space. And would you believe that that the pipes or the wiring to power the lights is sometimes more expensive than the device itself?
Oh,
Now, now picture Internet of Things. Picture a wireless device that you put on top of the ceiling without any wires that has a red and a green light to signify whether the parking space is occupied.
it's available.
Mas
Mm-mm.
mo mas mura if
Yeah,
that's available.
it's cost
Just
effective,
imagine,
no?
'di ba? Ang laki ng difference ng presyo. So that is one simple IoT application. Think government. People are now talking about smart cities. Ano ba yung smart city, na yan?
Correct.
Uh, let's say,
And I think
yung
Davao is the first, no? When Davao is the first smart city in the Philippines, I heard.
well, I maybe, but a city which has a huge implementation of IoT is Makati City.
Ah, yeah.
Makati City has lots of heat index sensors, air quality sensors. They now monitor the power in each and every Makati City building. They now know how much water is being used by each building. In fact, sabi nga ni Mayor Abby minsan, merong eskwela dyan, may public school dyan, walang nag-o-occupy pero lakas ng tubig. Yung pala, ang dami nakatap ng mga kapitbahay. Just imagine. So
Yeah.
that is a practical example of IoT, Internet of Things. When you there's an IoT, simple IoT application. Do you know that with the water meter that we have nowadays, hindi na kailangan sukatin yung tignan yung metro, but the meter reader just goes near the device, gets the reading, and generates a receipt. That is
Mm.
IoT for you.
Oh,
Di ba? So, ano pa ba? So, buildings. Buildings can have the temperature monitored, can have their energy monitored. Agriculture, hindi mo na kailangan malaman kung mag-i-irrigate ba ako o hindi kasi basa pala yung tubig, umulan pala, ah, hindi mo pala kailangan magbukas ng irrigation pumps or you know the soil characteristics of a particular place, you do not have to put more chemicals or pesticides. Yon. IoT yon. Kasi this is wireless. The devices are simple. For flood monitoring right now, I used to install flood monitors 100 years ago. No, mga 50 years ago. And the equipment I used to install, 20-foot high, 1 month to install, including the chain link fences. Now, the flood monitor is this big.
small machine.
Ididikit mo
Yeah.
lang. 3 years, 5 years yung battery life. That is IoT for you. Yeah. So very small devices, portable, mostly battery powered, that you can stick almost anywhere and provides you with readings wireless.
Got it, got it. So
Yeah.
that's why IoT is present in all walks of life. I mean, in
Mm.
any industry, in anything that we do, right? IoT is
It's
present.
yeah,
We
getting
just
there.
don't realize it that there's IoT in
Yeah,
there. Mm-mm.
it's
But what?
starting to yeah, it's starting to
Yeah, go
happen.
ahead.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Good, good. So, but what are the most common misconception by the business and other people when we talk about IoT or implementing IoT solutions?
That's a good question. Would you believe that when I learned about IoT, sipin mo tech na tech yung lolo mo. And yet,
Mhm.
when I learned about IoT, it took me some time to understand. Uh, and but then later on, when you find out how simple the concept is, then biglang gusto mong i-IoT ito, i-IoT ito,
Everything.
i-IoT ito. So yun. So, okay, what is the common misconception? Ah, new technology, takot ako. Baka kung ano mangyari dyan. New technology, baka may issue on security. Baka
Yes.
ma-hack yan. Yun. And it is expensive. And IoT is, number one, very inexpensive because do not, in most cases, you do not even need to put wires.
Mhm.
Kasi minsan, in the old technology, actually technology that's still being used right now, you have a sensor, let's say a building, you have temperature sensors or smoke detectors for the for just to make sure that there's no fire, di ba?
Yeah.
Smoke detector. Now, these are all connected by wires going to an FDAS or a fire detection solution. Ang mahal. But then if you are to IoTize it, the sensors, dikit ka lang ng dikit. And it's done. Mas mahal pa kasi usually ang wiring and the labor and the maintenance instead of just the sensor.
Mhm.
So, so yun. So, again, new technology, takot ang tao. Expensive daw, pero hindi eh. Uh, Another issue with IoT is that you now have in offices an IT security department. Kasi
Mhm.
yung mga hacking, yung mga cybercrime na yan, they will not want to install devices or foreign devices to their network. IoT can be set up so that you have your own small IoT network in the building that nobody will hack with or network mo lang na sarili. Wireless
Mhm.
network mo na sarili, hindi mo kailangan ikabit sa network nung IT nung office na yun. So yun. So there. So I hope these misconceptions are answered.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think yeah, you're right. Common misconception, yun nga, technically there people fear technology.
mm.
Any technology, AI,
True.
di ba? We're talking about AI
True.
right
Ito
now.
na naman.
So
Bagong uso.
so everything they want to push back because we're scared. But again, we're not
Mm,
seeing the benefits that we can get out of
mm.
these things. So
Yep. Yep.
looking at the Philippine setup, we've been talking
Mm.
about yun nga, the pushback coming from the different industries. How do you think can we encourage more companies or more organization to do IoT in their businesses?
Um, ano lang yan? Padamihan lang ng use case yan eh. So again, Makati City spent a few hundred millions on IoT. Uh, the current mayor is very tech savvy. Galing
Mm-mm.
niya, nakakatuwa. So nakita niya yung advantage of having IoT. in their city. And I'm sure a lot of cities and municipalities are looking at the success story of Makati. In
Okay.
fact, one nice example of their trial, naglagay sila ng RFID on the street sweepers. So the street sweepers have RFID so that the government tracks or knows where they are during their during their working time. So, hindi pa pwedeng dalawang street sweepers magkasama all the time o tatlo. Di ba? O siguro, dalawa o tatlo, pero hindi pa pwede nagkukumpulan all the time. Ibig sabihin, nagchichismisan. Hindi pa pwede
Correct.
nasa isang lugar. Dapat makita mo yung tracking kung saan kalye sila nagpunta. Di ba?
Mm-mm.
Ito pa isa. They also installed a tracker for the brooms. So, dapat yung tracker ay yung broom tsaka yung street sweeper magkasama all the time. Pag iniwan mo yung broom, ibig sabihin, nagchichismisa ka, paano ka maglilinis na yung broom na nasa isang tabi at umiikot kayo? May ibig
Correct, correct.
sabihin. Pero paano kung yung broom ang bilis ng takbo? Hindi na street sweeper yun, aswang na siguro yun. Di ba?
Or baka naglalakwat siya.
Baka
Yung
naglalakwat
street
siya,
sweeper
baka
during the
naisa kayo
storms.
street. So
Well,
anyway,
very,
so
very, very practical
di ba?
application. Mm-mm.
Di ba? Ayun. And the devices are not expensive anymore.
Mm-mm.
Yun. Oh, ito pa isa. So there's a huge BPO, one of the biggest in the Philippines. They have 50 branches.
Mm-mm.
What they did was to buy energy meters, think kilowatt hour meter, think metro na kuryente na nakabet sa mga opisina nila. And they bought 50 temperature sensors also, or more. Basta, they put on their 50 offices, they put energy meters and temperature sensors. They correlated the energy and temperature. Bakit? It's air conditioning that consumes a lot of energy, and we all know that.
Yeah.
Now, what they did when they correlated, they found out that if you are to increase the temperature a bit, still comfortable, you'll be able to save on energy. Simple lang
Mm-hmm.
yun, di ba? But then, without IoT, what happens? You wait for the utility bill or the Meralco bill to arrive.
Right.
Meron kang implementation ng uh, temperature mandate. So dapat 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. But then you don't really know whether it was done or not. Kasi there's no way for you to get any real-time feedback eh.
Mm-mm.
Once a month lang yung feedback mo. Ang feedback mo, Meralco bill or utility bill. So, merong manager, gusto niya malamig yung kwarto niya, di 18 degrees. Yung iba, katabi ng manager, giniginaw, naka-jacket. Diba? So, but what if you have IoT correlating energy with
The
temperature, and then an admin person will say, Sir, ang baba ng temperature sa opisina mo, may mandate tayo, di ba? Almost in real time. What if it's set up na pag bumaba ang temperature lower than, let's say, 22 or 23 degrees Celsius, i-alert yung admin. And the admin will say, Sir, pakiayos mo, meron tayong mandate na ganito. Would you
Mm-mm.
believe that BPO saves 100 million pesos a year now for
And
a
that's
10
because of
million
temperature
peso
lang.
temperature and humidity with manual feedback. Nothing automated yet.
Yeah.
Sinusukat lang ang temperature and humidity. But then the secret is 15-minute interval measurement. Hindi monthly, kundi
Mm-mm.
almost real time. Pero nakasimple. And it's done by IoT. Again, ano kinalaman ng IoT dyan? Yung temperature, you have the sensors that are connected all over. wireless. You have energy meters that are just clamped into the circuit breaker panel, almost wireless, giving you almost real-time feedback.
Mm-mm.
So imagine what it can do. 100 million pesos a year or 10% of their total energy bill without intervention yet, without any automation yet. Simple lang
Yeah.
sita-sita. Yun. That is IoT for you. Yun. So
Yeah.
IoT can do a lot for the government mandate, the government law called RA 11285. There's such a
Mm-mm.
law now wherein companies that consume more than 50,000 kilowatt hours a year have to report to the Department of Energy ano power consumption nyo during the past year. And how is it being done now?
Manual.
Again, sukat-sukat, electric meter, babasahin nung maintenance, i-key-in, sasubmit sa Excel, ganon. So, paano ka makakapag-comply sa DOE? E, didodoktorin mo, di ba?
Mm.
Or nakalimutan. May malaki yung, you have to comply, but then how do you comply if everything is manual?
Correct.
Mali-mali. Just for, oh, sige, ayusin natin yan, ibaba natin ng konti. Hindi pwede. But then what if it were automated? What if, teka muna, pag nakita ni DOE na tumaas yung kuryente mo, ito yung mga energy conservation measures mo, hindi mo ginawa, then pwede kang meron tinatawag na, ano tawag doon? If you don't comply, you get penalized. But
Mm-mm.
then if you comply, you get some reward.
Yeah.
So yun. So just
Subsidize the
imagine,
tax, whatever.
di ba meron mga tax may tax subsidy eh.
Mm-mm.
So, di ba? So I my dream is everything is automated. Ensure the big boys, the malls, the big buildings, the new buildings in BGC, the factories can afford equipment that will do all these things that I'm talking about easily because they can
Exactly.
afford. Here's the issue. If you look at the hierarchy, ilan lang yung opisinang ganyan? Ilan lang ang
Yes.
factories? Ilan lang ang malls? Ilan lang ang malalaking buildings? As opposed to other
Small
locations
business.
with, let's say, BPO with 50 branches, as I told you. Imagine a bank with hundreds or thousands of branches. Imagine convenience stores with hundreds or thousands of offices. Imagine quick service restaurants, yung mga fast food restaurants with hundreds or thousands of branches. Are they being serviced by the electrical companies who can do remote monitoring? Wala.
Mm-mm.
Wala. And that is what IoT can do. That is what, syempre, shameless plug, that is what we can do for you. We can not only monitor your temperature and energy, we even have a way to lower the power consumption of air cons. Not
Mm-mm.
the centralized, but the usual split type aircon, yung mga tower type aircon. We can do it now. We have proven in several hospitals. We have proven in a big university. We have proven in a convenience store with a few thousand branches. We've done a lot of tests, and we would want to tell everyone that if you want, number one, you want to save on energy, we have devices for that. But then number two, nakasave ka na. Let's say we install the devices in your aircons. Happy ka na, nakatipid ka na. Ano gagawin ko sa susunod? Why don't you start complying to DOE? Because you need to comply with the DOE RA 11285 anyway. We can show you. So yan yung mga ginagawa Dami ngayon, which I'm sure you can feel the excitement, ha? Sa kwento-kwento ko palang Rich, ha?
Exactly.
Yeah. Di ba?
Just imagine
So,
what will be the Philippine look like if everything is
ah,
automated, everything is
di ba?
interconnected.
And then we're not talking of so much money here. We're talking of something that can be that is affordable even by medium-sized, small and medium-sized companies. Affordable na.
Yeah, that's
Yun.
actually
Hindi
my
yung,
next
yun.
question. How can the
Oh,
small and medium enterprise can actually leverage on IoT? Because we've been talking
mm,
about multi-branches, hospital, convenience store, restaurants. How about those small organization or small businesses that doesn't have any, big budget or yeah, how can they start building their IoT practice?
uh, as I said, start with energy savings. Pag nakakatipid ka na ng kuryente, matutuwa ka na. Makakahanap ka ng panggastos. Like in my office, how many air cons do I have here? I think I have 8 or 9 air cons. We
Mm-mm.
installed it. After a month, 25% savings on the
Wow,
total
that's big.
energy bill. So
That's big.
yeah, we used to pay 29,000 a month at around 11 pesos per kilowatt hour. Now we're paying 23,000 pesos a month with the 12 peso per kilowatt hour base. So
Mhm.
do the math.
Yeah.
Do the math. And the devices, ROI siya in less than a year. So yun. So
Yeah,
imagine.
nice.
People will say, uh, energy savings, teka muna, magso-solar na lang ako. And that's what
Yes. Oh,
everybody
that's
talks about.
another option that
Diba?
they looking at.
Uh, but tanong ko,
The
kaya
cost,
ba ng
no?
bubong mo? Una, kaya ba ng bubong mo? Baka bumagsak yung bubong mo when you put solar. It's number one. Number two, baka may shading yung bubong mo. Baka yung bubong mo, may mga puno-puno sa labas. Baka puputuli yung balat ng mga branches doon all the time. Number two. Number three, how long is the ROI for
Solar,
uh,
solar panel.
rooftop solar? Oo, patagal. Several
Mm-mm.
years, 3 years, 5 years. Ito, in less than a year, bawi ka na. So, again, such a huge convenience if you are to have such devices available. And even if you don't do energy savings, let's just talk about energy monitoring.
Mm-mm.
Sinasabi nila, and yeah, what I was able to prove with that BPO, just do monitoring. More often than not, you save 10% already. Yun. Kasi ano lang awareness lang, then kita mo na kagad yung savings. Kasi
Right.
sasabihin mo, teka muna, yung opisina ko dapat 22 degrees or higher. Then people are aware na ano ba feel ng 22? Ano ba 22 ba pinapawisan ako? Hindi. 22 is very comfortable. In fact, it's a bit cool already. Yun. Yun. But then if you don't know how 22 degrees feels like, and if there is a boss who will insist, gusto ko mas mababa, how will you tell the boss? How will you make everyone aware? Yun. Diba? So before the awareness, you have to do the proper monitoring. Na alam mo, may feel ka, then it becomes a habit. Sabi nga nila even if it becomes a habit, if you don't do consistent monitoring, you get
Yeah,
you go back to the bad habit. Yun. So dapat
exactly.
tuloy-tuloy yan. Saka besides, ano naman besides there's a DOE requirement. So wala kang choice. Dapat
Mm-mm.
sumunod ka. Yun. So
So,
there.
yeah, we already discussed the importance of IoT and its presence in all walks of life. But do you think putting IoT in the school would really help making an awareness in school, particularly during college or even in high school? Because these young kids or the millennials and Gen Z,
I
they
think
are
we
the
got cut
the tech
off.
savvy, right? So
What
Um,
happened to you?
Hello?
Yeah. Okay, you're back.
Okay. I'm sorry
You're back.
about that.
Yes.
So I'm just talking about if we can put the IoT practice or knowledge in the school, do you think it will really help us move to a more tech savvy environment later on? Because right now millennial, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha are in school, right? So if they are being trained to understand how IoT work, do you think it will help in the future if these people will go out of the school and apply it in their day-to-day job, right? Or day-to-day role?
Ano yan eh. Ang maganda ngayon, yung mga bata, ano yan eh, digital natives na yan eh.
Yes.
Pinanganak yan, sanay na sanay na. Tayo, ano tawag sa atin? Mga digital migrants. Yun. So, di ba? So, ako siguro hindi. Because I've really been into tech for so long. But in most cases, mga technophobes, hindi
Mm-mm.
marunong lang mag-text, text
Yeah.
and call. Yun. Hindi pa marunong mag-chat GPT. Yun, di ba? So, yung mga bata, sanay.
Yes.
Pero huli natin sila pag nag-chat GPT, sagot sila, biglang ang tali-talino nila. Anyway, so, yes, I would believe that making everybody aware, school is a good venue for everyone to be familiar with IoT. And I'm sure the
Because I don't
kids
think this
will
is being
definitely
discussed right
catch
now,
it.
right? This
Not
is not
yet.
being discussed, eh? Mm-mm.
Not yet. In fact, I was part of a focus group discussion in one of the universities last week. And sabi ko, everybody talks about IT. Everybody talks about computer engineering, computer hardware, computer software, computer engineering. Pero sabi ko, have you looked at the basic ways to sense, again, temperature, pressure, voltage, and then feed it into the IT system?
Right.
Or let's say number of people in a room. Yeah, can be done. Then feed it into your programs so that if you correlate all these things together, ang dami mong matututunan. In fact, with the going back to the BPO where we installed temperature and energy meters, using that data alone, they can now do predictive maintenance on the air conditioning.
Mm.
Yun.
Nice.
So, hindi mo kailangan papuntahan 4 times a year, which is scheduled. They can, by finding out, teka muna, tumataas na yung power consumption ko, same temperature. Baka madumi na yung aircon ko. Di ba?
Yeah.
Simple-simple, di ba? You're only talking of two parameters here. You're not even looking at the insides of the aircon yet. What
Mm-mm.
more kung marami ka pang masusukat inside? Mas marami
Right.
ka matututunan. Tapos feed mo sa AI. Ang dali na. But then, how will you feed the data into AI when you have to key in all the data right now? Hindi na uso
Exactly.
yan. IoT bridges the gap between uh, the IT solution and the real world.
Mm-hmm.
So, naiintindihan mo, Rich, yung, yung
Yes.
kulang. Hindi ba? Butas, hindi ba? Butas eh. Hindi. Everybody thinks that in order for you to do processing, for you to do analysis, you have to key it in or get the data from
Yes.
somewhere. But if you have real live data of items or of again, voltage, energy, power, brightness, rain, temperature, flood warning, gaano kataas na yung yung laman ng basura ko sa trash can. Puno na ba o hindi pa? Imagine. Then pupuntahan ng basurero. Yan. Pag
Yep.
puno na. Pag hindi pa puno, hindi ko muna dadaanan yung kaling yan. Just imagine the savings. Little things that mean a lot when you combine all this together.
Exactly.
Yan.
All right.
Yan.
Now
Di ba?
let's talk about the future. What do you think,
Oo.
or probably your prediction, how do you see the IoT industry in the next 5 to 10 years? Because IT, AI is evolving every year.
Mm,
It's fast
mm,
evolving, right? So,
mm.
how do you see the future of IoT in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, IoT definitely will become ubiquitous.
Mhm.
It's going to be cheaper to provide. And since it's wireless, ididikit mo lang, andar na siya kagad. So people will not know that there's lots of IoT installations already. Just as I said, yung basura mo hindi dadaanan ng ng basurero kasi hindi pa puno. Now, uh, another very exciting application for IoT is street lights.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, let's talk about street lights. Pag pundido yung ilaw sa tapat mo, galit ka kay barangay captain. Galit ka kay mayor. Bakit ayokong madilim ng tapat ng bahay ko? 'Di ba? So but what if using IoT, alam mo kung napundi yung alam ni mayor, alam ni barangay chairman, napundi yung ilaw dito sa kalye ni kung saan nakatira si Rich Cruz. Pupuntahan ko kagad, papaschedule ko kagad. I will do sa my AI agent will call the house of Rich Cruz, say we know that the street lights near on outside your home got busted and we will
Mhm.
fix it by this time. Di ba? Hindi naman naayusin ni AI yan.
Yeah, yeah.
May pupunta pa rin na tao para umakyat ng poste. Pero you see the correlation of AI with IoT. Di
Yeah.
ba? Na-sense na nung IoT, si AI rin ang tatawag sa bahay mo, sasabihin automated, sumagot ka, automated na, oh, is that okay? Are we okay with the government? Blah, blah, blah. Because na-sense nung system, nung IoT, pinasok dun sa system ni government, tumawag sa bahay mo, sumagot ka. Eh di happy ka, di ba?
Yeah.
That's one.
Makes life easier.
Na, di ba? Number two, malalaman din natin kung marami nagtatap do sa street lights. Sino nagtatap dyan? Huli mo kagad kung may nagtatap. And that and street lights is 30% of the total bill of an LGU.
Oh.
Imagine, di ba? So little things, di ba? Yun,
Exactly.
di ba? Yun.
Now, let's talk about security. I mean, you mentioned one misconception a while ago is security, right? And given all
Mm-mm.
those examples that you mentioned, like in the government, you implement IoT with stoplight, etc. How about those hackers, or if there are hackers or security issues later on? How do you correlate this one?
Ganito yan. If you're not familiar with IoT yet, syempre takot ka, baka ma-hack ka.
Yes.
So I always say, you start with monitoring. When you monitor, let's say when you monitor the temperature, pag may nag-hack dyan, hindi naman makikita mo yung temperature ay from 22 naging 50 degrees Celsius. Alam mo kalokohan yan,
Mhm.
di ba? So you will take that as a fluke. O sige, siguro na-hack ako. Kung 50 ng 50 or 45 or 30, hindi totoo yan. Sinungaling yan. Baka may nag-hack na. But then, is it dangerous? No, because it is self-healing eh.
Yep.
Susunod na instance when the sensor measures the temperature, nag-self-correct na. And the IoT devices have cybersecurity capability. Parang may encryption capability na siya.
Mhm.
So, kung ma-hack, if ever ma-hack, then self-healing. Monitoring. Now, pag sanay ka na, you want to put controls,
Yeah.
then that's the time you may want to put more cybersecurity. So, wag matakot, subukan muna, yung mag-monitor
Yes.
muna. Pag sanay ka na, you do the control, and that's where you can put more cybersecurity capabilities. Para
Right.
hindi ka Hindi ka ma-hack. Ano yan eh? Ah, Whenever I do talks on IoT, I always say, I always say this. IoT is the new shabu.
Okay.
Bakit? Matikman mo lang. You're addicted. You start looking at
You want everything
newer
to be
and
connected.
newer. Sunod-sunod na kung ano ba pwede kong i-IoT dito sa bahay ko ngayon? Ano ba pwede kong i-IoT dito sa opisina ko? Gusto ko pag merong konting baha, nag-overflow yung merong konting baha sa basement, ma-alert ako bago tumaas yung tubig. Let's say merong leak yung let's say yung walls mo dahil pangit yung waterproofing. I get alerted. Little things,
Yeah.
di ba? Just imagine, if you are in a condo, how much will it cost you pag binaha yung condo mo? That happened to me. Dahil pumutok yung pipe sa condo nung anak ko. How much? I had to uh, fix the flooring. Ang
Mm-mm.
mahal. But what if you have a way to find out, uy, nag-umpisang
Early
pumutok
prevention,
yung
no?
early prevention, or else what if nakalimutan mong may problema yung flush nung kwarto nung banyo mo, mami 8,000 pesos yung tubig mo. Aawayin mo yung admin. Just imagine. But what if you have a way to find out na if you have a sensor na tuloy-tuloy yung takbo ng tubig. May problema yung metro ng tubig ko o meron ako naiwan na na bukas na valve or may problema yung flush ko or may tumulo doon sa condo ko. Little things,
Yeah.
di ba? Yeah.
Since you're talking about it, practical application also in my house, when I installed my Alexa, it actually saves me a lot on electricity also because you can control it in your cell phone. You can see that you
Mm.
left your TV open, you left this
Uh-uh.
open. So easier.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right.
Little things, yeah. More convenience,
Mhm.
di ba? Takot ka bang
Exactly.
mahack yung Alexa mo? Hindi naman, di ba?
Hindi naman.
Hindi pa. Yun. Malalaman natin.
But yeah, so thank you for those things. Now we know a lot about IoT. What advice would you give to aspiring professional who also want to make an impact in the world of IoT or in the IoT space?
Ano lang yan? You read about IoT. Basics, marami dyan. Makikita mo sa YouTube yan. Marami. But then, if you want to start implementing IoT, you may call me.
Yeah.
I don't mind teaching. So uh, I do talks on a regular basis. There is an IoT conference this September. I think it's yeah, IoT conference September. I don't know kung kailan. Basta watch out for it. Ang maraming mga bata who are starting to become more IoT centric. There are lots of talks. I'm sure I will do another talk on IoT there as well. Good. And there is a company here called Packetworks.
Mm,
Packetworks is a local company. We make IoT devices locally. So it's
nice.
Philippine made.
Yeah, that
Yun.
will be cheaper.
Cheaper and ano yan, then in fact, some universities and colleges, they go to Packetworks to learn about IoT. So, and
Mm-mm.
we teach the kids.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Prior to our discussion today, early in the morning,
Mm.
we've been talking about a book, right? That you write also. So would you like to share to our audience about this book that you give away
Oh,
and didn't sell? So
yeah.
just to know more about you, Charlie.
That was my when I was about to turn 60. Ito si I was active. I'm not too active right now with Brother Bo, but I used to be very active with Brother Bo. Si Brother Bo, pag meron kaming mga event, sasabihin niya, Charlie, can you talk about your transition from being an employee to being a businessman? Can you talk about what's happening in your company? Can you talk about this and that? And this happens whenever we're out of town. problema, out of town, dapat nag-e-enjoy ka eh. Eh hindi, pinaggagawa niya ako ng mga talk-talk na yan eh. Ako naman wanting to share, sabi ko, sige na nga, sige na nga. So, no, one of the last talks, sabi ko, bago ako hanapan ng talk nito, uunahan ko na. Sabi ko, what would be a good topic? And I thought about my experience, and I did a talk called "Friends Are Not Business Partners" because of
Like,
so many bad experiences I've had with sana friends pa kami ngayon, but then we're not anymore. Uh, and I talked about that, and naging hit, naging naging kwento-kwento ng mga magkakaibigan. Oo nga, dapat pag-usapan
tama
natin 'to,
naman.
hindi porket magkakaibigan tayo. 'Yun. So, and then I told myself, uh, why don't I write a book? That will be my legacy. That will be my gift to myself for my 60th birthday. And I did. I published a book called Friends Are Not Business Partners. Uh, I have a few more here because most of the books I donated to Brother Bo.
Mhm.
Yun, baka pag naubos ako, humi, hu, ah, humingi kayo sa kanya. But then I may have a few. Yeah, I don't know what we can do, Rich. I can allot 5 books that you may want to
Yeah,
give away.
yes,
Yun.
please. Yes. Or if you
Yun.
have
Sige.
ebooks, or do you have ebooks ba na something
Wala
we can share
pa.
to our
So
audience? Okay.
hindi pa siya ebook. 'Yun.
Okay.
Hindi ko
That's
pa
fine.
I never thought that I'd be writing a book. You know what? Engineers do not talk. Engineers do not write. Ako nasanay na lang ako to do talks and to write. Um, and it was a work for 6 months. Hindi birong magsulat ng libro. Yun.
Exactly.
But then after writing it, iba yung pakiramdam mo eh.
There
Feeling mo
is a
matalino
fulfillment
ka.
on your end.
Feeling mo matalino ka na eh. Hindi pa uso chat GPT noon. Yun.
Correct.
Yun. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing all of those stories, Charlie. Is there anything else that you
Mm.
would like to share to our audience? Probably any upcoming events where they can find you, or anything that you would like to promote at this point?
Yeah. So right now I'm targeting uh, multi multi-branch offices for Energy Save Air. I can do a presentation. So the usual ROI is around 1 year. So it's becoming popular. If you are interested in the device, also I can teach about energy monitoring because
Mhm.
the Department of Energy is becoming very strict on RA 11285. Yun. Yun ang mga I think I have a talk for mechanical engineers by May yata. So I do talks, but it's really more on the tech side.
Yep.
Yun. Yung public talk ko will be sometime September during the IoT conference.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. If
Yan.
you have a QR code, probably na where we can lead the participants or the audience of this call, so they can just scan it, share it to us, and we'll post it somewhere here.
Sige.
Or
You can people can find me on LinkedIn.
yes,
I'm
okay.
I'm quite I think Miss Loomis was able to find me on LinkedIn as well.
All right.
Yun. So
So
sabi ko this is going to be an exciting interview.
thank you. Thank you so much, Charlie. So we come to the top of the hour. Thank you for sharing your expertise. And to our viewers who are joining us today, thank you as well. If you like this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, learning is a never ending journey with limitless vistas. Again, my name is Rich Cruz, and this is The Leader's Edge.